Hello friends, my name is Gopal Krishan Jain and you are watching GST Bulletin. In next couple of days, government has issued one central tax notification and three orders. Today I am going to tell you about this notification and three orders. Notification that has been issued by the government is in central tax. Notification number is 7 by 2019. This notification relates to TDS under GST. As you all are aware that with effect from 1st October 2018, all government departments, undertaking, agencies, PSU are required to deduct TDS under GST. They are also required to file TDS return, and this return is filed in form GSTR 7. So, notification that has been issued today is in respect of GST TDS return for the period from October 18 to December 18 was supposed to be filed by 31st January 2019 by these government agencies. This was done by notification number 66 by 2018. But now this date has been extended and this has been extended to 28th February 2019. That means now government deductor who have deducted TDS under GST can file their return in GST 7 by 28th February 2019. Another change. Another change has been brought up by way of issuing a order. Government has issued a order number 1 by 2019. This order is in respect of extension of time limit for submitting the declaration in form GSTR Tran 1. If you know, some assessees have been following problem in registration on the portal. So this order has been brought up to give relief to such taxpayers. These taxpayers could not file their GSTR Tran 1 within time limit provided under Rule 107 Sub Rule 1A. To give relief to such taxpayers, government has issued this order and accordingly time limit now has been extended to 31st March 2019 by issuing this order. So the taxpayer who were finding difficult to submit this declaration earlier and whose case have been recommended by the council in respect of such taxpayers, date has been extended to 31st March 2019. Friends, then another order that has been issued is in central tax and order number is 1 by 2019 central tax. If you have watched my earlier videos on GST Amendment Act 2018, you would know that in composition scheme with effect from 1st February 2019, supply of services have also been allowed to some extent. So now the manufacturer or trader, they can supply services along with goods, but that is subject to a limit of 10% of turnover in the last financial year or 5 lakh rupees, whichever is earlier. So this change has been brought up with effect from 1st February 2019. And that that is another issue was that is in respect of services by way of extending loan deposit, etc. So and if taxpayer earns interest or some other interest or discount by way of extending deposit, loan, or advances, then in that case, this is also considered as part of service and becomes the becomes the uh, and this amount will also be considered for the purpose of computing your uh, eligibility amount your for calculating amount to calculate eligibility for composition scheme and amount of services that a composition dealer can supply. Now to remove these obstacles, government has issued order number 1 by 2019 central tax. By this order, government has clarified that any any exempt services by way of extending deposit, loan, or advances, if assessee receives interest or discount, then such interest or discount would not part become of the com- uh, turnover that is computed for the purpose of determining eligibility for composition scheme, and it will also not form part of services value of services uh, which a composition dealer can supply, meaning thereby 10% of turnover in last financial year or 5 lakh rupees, whichever is higher. So any amount earned by giving services of extending deposit, loan, or advances will not be considered for calculating the limit of composition scheme, and also the service portion uh, where composition dealer supply it along with the goods. So this was the first order. Now, next order is order number 2 by 2019. Now, this order is in respect of TCS. Now, as you know, in case of TCS, uh, in case of e-commerce operators, in case of e-commerce operator also, they are all required to file their statement in respect of TCS collected. But due to some some difficulties on the portal, If some e-commerce operator could not register themselves on the portal and as a result they have collected the amount of TCS from the supplier who makes supply through e-commerce operator, in that case they have extended the date of filing of TCS statement by e-commerce operator. This date earlier was 31st January 2019, but now it has been extended to 7th of February 2019. That means 7 days have been extended. So this was the second order. However, as far as my opinion is concerned, in this order there is some, uh, you know, there is some issue, because if you go through this order says this order says that it that that in section 52 of Central Good and Service Tax 2017, in subsection 4, in the explanation for the figure, letter and word 31st January 2019, the figure, letters and word 7 February 2019 shall be substituted. But if you refer this subsection in CGST Act, you won't find any such date there. So I think this is a error. So I hope a corrigendum will be issued by the department in respect thereof. So friends, these were the changes that I have discussed with you. So I discussed with you one GST TDS notification and three orders. I hope these information would be useful for all of you. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. Good night.